For this lesson, we are going to run through just a couple of math tricks that I do to make the math go by a little quicker. The first thing that I really want to show you, the main thing I want to show you is just exponents, because we're going to be working with them a lot in this course. We're dealing with numbers that are really big or really small. So first off, you are multiplying two exponents together and they have the same base, so like 10 to the third times by 10 to the second. What you can do with these is you just add your exponents together. You just take the 3 and the 2 and you add them together. So this would be 10 to the fifth. The reason why this works is if you look at what 10 to the third is and what 10 to the second is. 10 to the third is just 10 times 10 times 10. And then we're going to end up multiplying that by 10 to the second, which is 10 times 10. So when you look at this, we have 5 10s right here that we're all still just multiplying together. And so we end up with 10 to the fifth. This is a lot easier because you can either do this in your head or you can grab a calculator and just only punch in the exponents and still be able to do that. So another example, so 7 to the third, not add, multiplied by multiplied by 7, is really bad, 7 to the 8, times by 7 to the 11, times by 7 to the 63. Let's just do something crazy. So we got to look at these. 8 plus 3, so how I do this is I break it down into chunks. So 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 11 then is 22. And so then 22 plus 63 is 85. And so I just sat there and did that in my head in about the time, or in less time than it would take for you to punch it into a calculator. Again, like I said, you don't have to punch this whole thing into your calculator to get the answer. You can do just like what I said. You can take the 3 plus 8 plus 11 plus 63, hit equals, and then just do 7 to whatever that number comes out to be. Same thing holds true if you're dividing, except for you subtract rather than add them. So if I have 10 to the fourth divided by 10 to the second, you end up getting 10 to the second, because you're going to subtract those two exponents away from each other. The reason for this is because you're going to end up taking 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 all over 10 times 10. So this is what you end up doing, and then these two cancel and those two cancel. Last thing I want to show you very, very quickly is just if you have negative numbers. So 10 to the fourth times by 10 to the negative second. Rules still apply, we're just dealing with negative numbers now. So when you go to look at this, 4 plus negative 2 is going to give you 2. So our answer here is just 10 to the second. Or if you're dividing, so if you have 10 to the, let's say, 8th divided by 10 to the negative first, really this is 8 minus a negative 1, so that would be like adding them together. So this is 10 to the 9th. Again, these are just shortcuts that I'm showing you to kind of help you do some of this mental math faster, or at least punch it into your calculators a little bit faster.